After the Battle of Red Cliff, Cao Cao retreated northward, while Liu Bei and Sun Quan solidified their alliance, shaping the tripartite balance of power across the realm. Yet this alliance was a perilous balancing act from the beginning. For Liu Bei, Jing Province was a strategic foothold for his grand ambition of unifying the empire. For Sun Quan, it was a defensive buffer safeguarding the Southland. At the intersection of these interests lay both the core of their alliance and the seed of its downfall, Jing Province.
In the novel, The Collapse of an Alliance and the Tragedy of Betrayal.
In Romance of the Three Kingdoms, the struggle for Jing Province unfolds as a sweeping tale of righteousness and betrayal. Jing was a land Liu Bei had borrowed. Ignoring the late strategist Lu Su's final counsel, Sun Quan sent Lu Meng and Lu Xun to strike from the shadows, a dagger behind the mask of alliance. Guan Yu stood as the embodiment of loyalty and valor, forced to face the might of both Cao Cao and Sun Quan at once. Ultimately, Wu's surprise attack cast the righteous hero into ruin. His death in the novel symbolizes both the tragedy of a hero and the collapse of an alliance, sowing the seeds of Liu Bei's vengeful campaign that would culminate in the disastrous Battle of Yiling.
In the historical record, power balance in Guan Yu's strategic misjudgment.
However, the historical accounts paint a far colder, more pragmatic picture. According to the records of the Three Kingdoms, the conflict over Jing Province was not a matter of loyalty betrayal, but rather a inevitable clash born of realpolitik, a power struggle between Shu and Wu. At the heart of it all lay Liang's Longzhong plan. This grand strategy envisioned Liu Bei first securing both Yi Province in the west and Jing Province in the east, then joining forces with Sun Quan to attack Cao Cao from multiple fronts. The core of Shu's military strategy was to advance simultaneously from Yi and Jing, pressing Cao Cao on two sides, while Sun Quan struck north to divide Wei's strength into three. With Guan Yu's northern campaign, his famed offensive against Wei was launched unilaterally at the height of Shu's power. In 219 CE, the Liu defeated Cao Cao's main army in Fancheng and was crowned King Fancheng. Shu reached its zenith. At this moment, stationed in Kingdom Province, Guan Yu independently initiated the northern expedition. Historians have speculated on his motives. Cao Cao's instability, internal revolts, such as the rebellion of Ho Yin in 218 near Cao Cao's base, may have led Guan Yu to believe the time was ripe for attack. Pride and ambition, seeing other generals burn in Fancheng, Guan Yu's pride and competitiveness may have driven him to seek his own glory. Known for his arrogance and self-confidence, Guan Yu might have acted on his own judgment without sufficient coordination with Shu's central command. His campaign, the heart of the grand vision of a two-front offensive, was a reckless act of individual initiative, lacking prior consultation with either Liu Bei or Sun Quan. Meanwhile, Liu Bei forces in Yi Province were still recovering from the Fancheng campaign and were in no condition to launch another offensive. Thus, Guan Yu's advance, both bold and ill-timed, ultimately invited his own defeat, born of ambition, isolation, and strategic overreach.
Point of comparison. A symbol of loyalty or a case of strategic failure?
This is the harsh truth behind the battle for Jing Province. While the novel enshrines Guan Yu as a paragon of loyalty and vilifies Wu's betrayal, the historical record reveals his fall as the product of political pragmatism and personal miscalculation within the shifting balance of power between Shu and Wu. Guan Yu's death was not merely the fall of a hero, but a catastrophic strategic loss for Shu, the loss of its eastern stronghold, Jing Province, which had anchored its entire war strategy. It marked a decisive turning point that forever altered the tripartite balance of the Three Kingdoms. This tragedy brought an end to the decade-long Shu-Wu alliance and set the stage for a new and bloodier conflict the Battle of Yiling.